Chandigarh has a single seat of the Lok Sabha and is expected to witness a two-way contest between the Congress and the BJP. As part of the India Bloc alliance, the Congress is going to be supported by the Aam Aadmi Party. The Congress has fielded Anandpur Sahib MP Mr. Manish Tewari as the candidate, and the BJP has fielded a senior leader Mr. Sanjay Tandon as the candidate. Mr. Sanjay Tandon is not just a seasoned politician, he's also an author, he's a philanthropist, he's a businessman and a chartered accountant. Welcome to The Print.
Thank you very much, Chetli.
Mr. Tandon, the first question is, you have your seat was declared about 10 days ago, your candidature. You have hit the ground running, you are having back-to-back meetings. So what is on the top of your agenda, what is on the top of your mind that you're promising the people?
I think first of all, when the moment this seat was declared, I was amazed by and overwhelmed by the love and affection shown by the people. It was even beyond my expectation. So the people started my campaign even before I hit the campaign. The moment it was realized by people, I was, kind of mobbed by people wherever I went, and people just said that we are working for you, irrespective of their political leanings, irrespective of their geographical areas. Sometimes people not even from Chandigarh, people calling me from US, calling from London, and they are saying, oh, we are coming, Sanjay, we are going to be there. So first of all, I am really thankful to all who have already kicked it off. Secondly, my campaign was named by these people only, my workers, my friends, my well-wishers, Hamara Sanjay Tandon. So that's the name of my campaign, because they feel that we own this man. This man is available to us. This man has never ditched us. Irrespective of wherever he was called to contest, he preferred to stay in Chandigarh and work for the benefit of Chandigarhians. That is the reason of my strength, and my campaign has begun on this note.
What just maybe 2 or 3 things, what you have in mind for Chandigarh specifically?
I have in mind the most important, I would say, point which needs to be sorted out. That is the bureaucracy in Chandigarh. It comes from 3 sides, and they need clearance of everything from MHA. The paperwork flowing from this place to that place is huge. And with one remark, they send it back. It takes 6 months, it takes 2 years sometimes. Then they keep on doing research. I have suggested to, I'm going to suggest in my manifesto that we will start a mechanism where both the government officials, they sit along with the member parliament and list the agenda and sort it out once for all in that meeting itself. Maybe we can do it once in a month or maybe once a quarter, but at least it will set the ball rolling, because now people in Chandigarh do not know, like there are small things which quickly happen in Panchkula and Mohali, but Chandigarh people feel, yaar, hamara to kaam nahi hua. So this is the feeling which I feel to solve this problem from this angle. Other thing I feel is that Chandigarh in the last 20 years has become an aspirational city. Chandigarh has an aspiration of becoming, it's almost a cosmopolitan city, but then, in the true sense of the word, a cosmopolitan. And, you have people from all walks of life here. The traffic has become huge. So there is a feeling that how far the heritage needs to be protected and how far...
How to balance between the two.
Yeah.
The growth and versus the heritage.
That is right.
Status.
So we are in the process, some process is already done. That Chandigarh in itself, it is not possible to have a metro or a monorail or a sky bus or whatever. We can possibly add Punjab, Haryana, and some kind of discussion in last 3 meetings has already taken place with regard to that you started from Raipur Rani and let it go up
Something
to
like
Morinda.
a capital region.
Yeah, it's like NCR, the way you have it in Delhi. So if you have it in that capacity where you become commercially viable, at the same time, the footfall in Chandigarh every day is 50,000. And 50,000 footfall means people coming in from outside to Chandigarh. Then in the evening they go back. So it is not only to solve the problems of Chandigarh, it is for the people who are everyday commuters. So this was decided. So now I think within another couple of months a DPR would be ready, and they are looking at Mullapur for their substation. So to that extent it is the last discussion. I feel in this coming 5 years we'll hit the ground and we'll be able to start this metro or monorail.
You've also been you've been very actively campaigning behind the scenes in 3 very important constituencies of Punjab, apart from being active in Chandigarh. How is it to work behind the scenes and being a candidate yourself? Is the pressure more? How is it different?
You know, these two things are like many people have asked me this question. I just feel that I have contested all the elections in entirety, taken it as if
Your
I am
own.
contesting. Last 2 times when Kiranji was contesting, and especially 2014, she came on 18th of March and 10th of April was the polling. So we had 22 days in between. And it was not 22 days, like we were working for the last 1 year, the preparation. And then with that preparation, going to the masses to control all that and handle the, your own cadre who was upset at that point of time that they got a person from out of their hierarchies. So I was able to manage both. Then in 2016, there was this corporation election. We won 20 out of 22 seats. And that also I have managed. There were 22 seats which we were contesting. 2017, we had this Panchayat election. And we won both places in Panchayat Samiti as well as Jila Parishad. Then 2019 came, again it was the similar kind of a story. Then I have been instrumental in Mandi area so far as as a Prabhari of Himachal Pradesh. There we had 10 seats in Mandi. We won 9 seats out of 10. So my success rate has been reasonably good to that extent. Nevertheless, it's slightly different when you are a candidate because your mind has to work both ways. It is the planning also, it is the administration also, it is the public view also, and then you go and speak in the public places to handle the crowd also. Whereas minus what the candidates face had to do at that point.
You were doing everything.
I was doing everything earlier. So sometimes it's a bit of more pressure on your body and your psyche, like, you are running something like
a marathon.
18 hours, 19 hours
a
at
day.
times. Yeah.
You mentioned the municipal corporation. In the past few months, municipal corporation Chandigarh, BJP Chandigarh has been in the news nationally for the wrong reasons. The mayoral elections, you already know what happened. It was held by the Supreme Court that it has been rigged, and they established the Aam Aadmi Party candidate as the mayor. So how are you going to counter that? What do you call the loss of face or embarrassment? It was a huge thing.
I think that's a non-issue as of now today for two reasons. One, the issue is sub judice. Court has done what they wanted to do. I'm not getting into the right or wrong because it's not right for me to comment. The second part is that we are voting for a union government. We are voting whether we want to give a third term or not. This is the question in front of the minds of a common man. When he goes out to vote, he will see that there is any spotless person who has delivered not only in India, who has delivered for India in the world also. He is Mr. Narendra Modi. And on the other side, there are 15 faces in the same frame. Do not know who's the leader, do not know what is their thought process, do not know whether they synchronize with each other to move forward, do not know whether they will fight by the evening, today itself or tomorrow. It is this point which is weighing on the primemost mind of the voter. So those issues are behind the scene.
You are not. I've been watching your campaign, and you have not been saying anything much against your the other candidate or the candidate opposing you. Nor have you been saying much about the infighting within the BJP. So is this a strategic decision, or you think that you should keep the campaign extremely positive?
As a young volunteer, we used to read a story, you must have also read. So there is an option for you. There are two lines. One is your line and one is the other person's line. So now you want to win the game. There are two approaches. You start eliminating the other person's line and he diminishes. Or you start increasing your line and you become larger. I chose the former, the latter, because you work for yourself. You want to improve upon yourself. Who's my competitor? It is yesterday's Sanjay Tandon is my competitor. Not today's Manish Tewari. He's not my competitor. I don't consider him to be. Let him talk about 10 things about Chandigarh. Let him name 20 families of Chandigarh, which he has visited in the last 20 years. Let him name 20 families of Anandpur Sahib or Ludhiana, what he has done. So the point here is that I don't consider that I should be talking about that issue. People asked me about the infighting. I said it is in their inside story. So let them handle it themselves. I have not talked to anybody. There are a number of congressmen who are in touch with many of our workers, but I have not talked to anyone in that capacity. I am purely working on what my ethos are, what I have been saying for the city, what I have been working for the city, what I have done till today, and what I propose to do in future. I think it's a straight game for me.
What about the infighting within the BJP? There is another group. Mr. Satyapal Jain was also expecting a ticket from Chandigarh this time. So how do is that posing a challenge now, or is everybody on board?
I think infighting in BJP in Chandigarh, this is a media crafted word. And you find it 2-3 papers, they start writing it every time in the last 10 years, just before 3 months before the election. And all the 5 years, you do not see that infighting. Just aapko 3 months before you start reading the infighting. Now supposing there are 10 candidates for a particular constituency, I was deciding in the process of decision making for Himachal Pradesh as co-in charge. For every seat, there are at least 7, 8 people who wanted to
Contenders.
contest. They approached us and they talked about, I can do this, the other person can't do this. It's like, it is their right to do it. If anybody in Chandigarh, any BJP worker wanted to contest, he has a right to go to the president and say, sir, I want to contest. This cannot be named as infighting. The infighting, where is the infighting visible? Everybody, I have gone to their houses, everybody is supporting me, everybody is with the party, not a single soul has issued even one wrong statement. Why do I have to face this question by every media house? Infighting. Now, if there are 5 names have gone there and one person is selected, it has to be one person. Other 4, they stand behind him. So, I personally feel that this particular word has been exaggerated in so far as Chandigarh BJP is concerned.
Coming to Chandigarh, has a unique status of being the the capital of both Punjab and Haryana. And Punjab and Haryana have been fighting over Chandigarh, like now for almost like from 1966 onwards. So, what is your take?
My take on it is Chandigarh belongs to Chandigarhians. It is not, you can't say that it's a cow that you take on the one side and take it over there, or you take it on the left side, you take it over there and tie it. It's not like this. After all, in a democratic system, you decide any such matter while taking the consent of the people of that area. So my personal take is, whatever Chandigarh wants, that is what we want. That's a very simple and clear-cut position.
But it gives a lot of rise to a lot of problems, like, for example, bureaucracy. You said there are people coming from Punjab and Haryana, and also if you try to have more Chandigarh bureaucrats, then both the states object. So there are these functional issues which crop up.
Let there be any issues of this kind, they are all solvable. After all, in the last, I would say, 65 years of Chandigarh's existence, these issues have not hampered the growth of Chandigarh. Nothing has stopped. Chandigarh has grown. The only thing is, it has moved from that time of, it used to be branded as a place for retired people.
Yeah.
Today, I feel it is aspirational Chandigarh. I feel Chandigarh has grown in all directions, and Chandigarh needs a very, very secured kind of environment for women, which I feel that is also going to be one of my manifesto points, and we'll make sure that you have something like a special police station for women. You have a special kind of arrangement for women. The woman needs to feel secure, and today, woman is walking along with the men in every field. And I was the chairperson of the sports committee. We have come out with the first sports policy for Chandigarh. And today, everyone is participating. The women are winning more medals here. Even in shooting, they are winning. Earlier, they used to represent Punjab or Haryana because the award money was more
Much
on
higher.
those, 100 times more. I have equated them with Haryana, which is the best in the country. So I have equated that policy with Haryana. I got Chandigarh's BCCI's membership 5 years back, being a president of cricket board here. I got that membership. Today, 500 people, 500 youngsters, including men and women, are playing. Crores of rupees is being paid to them. Remember, Kapil Dev played for Haryana. He was part of Chandigarh only. Yuvraj played for Punjab. He groomed himself here only. So today, Chandigarh, I have been able to bring this on the ground. We had this gully cricket where we 2,500 youngsters participated. We gave them the kits, we gave them the shoes, we gave them clothes. You play, just get rid of anything to do with, we gave them a slogan of Balla Ghumao, Nasha Bhagao. So it was a kind of a huge carnival kind of a situation in Chandigarh when it was happening.
You know, whenever we talk about Chandigarh, again touching upon what you've already said, that every time we talk, the youth of Chandigarh, they say कि if they want to do something, कुछ करा है, कुछ करना है, कुछ बड़ा करना है, तो चंडीगढ़ से निकलना पड़ेगा क्योंकि चंडीगढ़ में वो opportunities नहीं है. The biggest problem here is of the architectural control. It's a planned city and we cannot move beyond. Even a small change in people's houses is met with so much of problems from the administration. So how are you going to balance that architectural control per se which the city is locked in?
No, your first part of the thing does not match with the second part of the question.
Achha.
Because the people have to go out
no,
for the reason for their growth in their career. They want to go to Bombay,
like we cannot have
Bangalore.
Big industries, we cannot have tall buildings, we cannot have...
Chandigarh is not meant for those kind of things, like for those big industries days, like, it's like Manhattan, it is like Hong Kong, like you have a working city, you have a city which is deciding for the world around them. So you can have a health tourism here, you can have educational hub here, you can have a sports hub here, you can have a tourism hub. These are the things which Chandigarh can have. You can make it IT city, you can make it a software, you can make it a BPO, you can make it a small green industry. So this is it. But those heavy industries, they start moving little away from the city. As you would have seen in Delhi, it has happened. They have started, shifting them. So it is with that idea, like the city has to grow. City will give more opportunities. The city will give you newer ideas. It will be fulfilling. That is why I use the word aspirational. I want to bring something like the gift city as it is happening in Gujarat. You bring that kind of investment. You have a venture fund sitting here. When they make investments, the youngsters will be able to start their companies. Supposing there are 10 companies with 100 crores of valuation. That is what is the requirement of the city. The younger aspiration has to be met with. It is that will grow. पहले बोलते होते थे ना, चिटियां दाड़ियां ते हरियां झाड़ियां. This used to be a synonym for Chandigarh
city.
So today that thing has changed. So wherever the requirement of master plans or requirements are there, those are being looked after. But I am saying we have to shift the gear. The moment you shift the gear, the Chandigarh is at a takeoff stage.
Thank you so much. It does not seem that you are contesting your first elections. You have all the answers on your lips, and thank you. And stay tuned in to theprint.in for more. Thank you so much.